What's up, YouTubers, Sea-Doers trying to fix their own stuff? So this was the used EPDM that I purchased from a guy. He said was good, and it was good at idle, and the gauges worked. And but I don't think he knew that somebody prior to him thought they were slick and changed the 5 amp fuse rating to a 10 amp, thinking that it would last forever, and it keeps blowing the fuse after, you know, a few minutes after driving. And this is caused from the bad diode inside of this. So I let him know that, you know, even though it started at idle and the gauges worked, that someone did some fancy work here, and it keeps blowing the fuse on this circuit. And it's not the rectifier, it's not the magneto or whatever you want to call it. It's definitely from the diode here that can't block the voltage from the magneto. And this is heavy duty. Where is it? I mean, these things are like 36 volt something. I don't even remember. That's what they look like. These are the new ones that go inside of there. All right. So instead of grinding this all the way back, so be careful when you go through here. I'm using a very small Dremel. It started with the pencil point style one, and then you just want to go down maybe 1/4 of an inch and trim this section out so you get a closer look at it. All right, more to this side, in front of the fuse block, and then up in here. And then what I did is I cut it like a cake. This way, this way, this way, this way, and then I sliced it, and then chipped out the plastic pieces and started working on the silicone material inside. Try not to go super animalistic on it. Just take your time and scrape your way down until you start seeing it. Scrape your way around. Be careful not to scrape the printed circuit board underneath of it. You can see, if you get close enough in there, you can see the green. So I kind of just got these cleaned up enough so once I nip this piece out, I'm going to solder the new ones in and leave it exposed. So I'm going to nip it on both sides of the resistor or diode, and then I'm going to bend these into a horseshoe shape, and then with little handlebar legs on each side, and I'm going to go in there and solder them so they're nice and solid. Leave the diode exposed, and then black RTV siliconed it in to keep it weatherproofed. And the other EPDM that I used has been flawless. So I figured let me tackle this one and get this one out of the way, swap it out and get it tested. The other one that I have, which is original, the front gauge pins in here were corroded away. It took the first layer off, and you can see that they're down to another layer, probably the copper. So I'm not sure if that's causing a connection issue for my gauges. They are working. I just keep some beeping lights constantly, even though the oil's full and it's not overheating. And then the compass goes crazy. So I don't know if it's because of these pins. I didn't go through the wiring diagram, but these pins are all perfectly fine inside of this EPDM. So that motivated me to get started on fixing the diode inside. Once I solder this in, I'll do another video showing you that, and then I'll report the final repairs. Thanks for watching.